Alright, what's going on guys? Berserk 373, the rusty iron rings that bind. Now before we go any further guys, I just want to let you know that I've been going through a little bit of a stomach virus lately, so I'm not feeling the best. So this review is going to be a little bit on the shorter side. But with that said, let's get right into it. Now to start this chapter, Serpico goes to Isidro and he lets him know that for Shirka to find out about Casca's whereabouts, she needs to perform a magical rite. She's going to enter into a deep meditative state to expand her consciousness. Now Isidro has no idea what Serpico is talking about right now, and he seems very dismayed by the situation. Now, this is an interesting bit of information because when Elfhelm went down, it turns out that a lot of the magic users started to lose their powers. So not only did the elves, the fairies, the magical creatures disappear into light, but the magical users have lost their ability to cast magic. Now this is interesting because why would they lose their ability to use magic, whereas Shirka has not lost her ability to use magic? Now, is it because Shirka has her magical abilities supported by Ivalera, whereas the others have theirs supported by the magical tree? It's really hard to say, but that's really interesting stuff. I mean, it seems like the only person who has their magical abilities at the moment, at least their full magical abilities, is Shirka. So she's going to be very pivotal moving forward, and if I were Griffith and I were looking to eliminate all the mages, that would probably be my next mission. Probably get rid of Shirka and then, you got everything you ever wanted. Now, Shirka gets ready to perform the magical rite and asks for Farnese to look over her body. Now, by having everyone in the area watch over Shirka, that increased focus will improve the magical rite. It'll make it more stronger. We then see Shirka going into a trance-like state as everyone watches on. Farnese explains that Master's consciousness is expanding into the realm of the dead, or rather, a domain even deeper than the beyond. And as we know, her mind is going into the astral realm. We then see Shirka's luminous body leave the ship as she sees the various world spiral tree branches across the sky. And she notes that this is the dragon path. If you guys remember from chapter 345, there are paths that will connect from the physical to the astral realms. Small paths are known as the elfin path, and larger ones are called the dragon path. And one of the means of accessing the dragon path is through the Bailet. As Gedfring explains, it's a fetish for opening the dragon path. So it seems like Griffith is opening a permanent hole from the astral to the physical realm with the world spiral tree. He's creating a permanent dragon path, whereas the Bailet is just a temporary path. And then Shirka notes that it seems like all the OD is gathering to a single point. Now afterwards we transport over to Guts again, and we see that the Beast of Darkness is laughing over his body. Not only that, but we see that the chains that were binding the Beast of Darkness are now ripped away. It seems like any control that Guts had over the Beast of Darkness is now gone. And then the Beast of Darkness says, "You want it, don't you? Power." Now Guts knows the dangers of the Beast of Darkness, so he grabs his Dragon Slayer and looks to swing at him. But when he does so, he has a vision of Griffith on top of his sword. And this is kind of a unique callback because the first time that Guts battled Griffith, Griffith jumped on top of his sword. Now, did the Beast of Darkness create this vision within Guts? Is he trying to proliferate his rage to the point that he wants to give in and he wants to accept power? Now, after seeing this vision, Guts pukes and collapses to the ground. The Beast of Darkness then says, "Your flesh, your blood, the cracking of your bones, your pain, even your soul, yield them to me. You're all. If you do, ha ha ha." So it seems like a similar trade-off to using the Bailet. Guts will have to give up his humanity if he wants to attain such power. And the Beast of Darkness is trying to force him into a corner, making him think that this is the only resolution. Just then, we see some smoke bombs come through the ship, and we notice that the Kushan warriors are breaking through. I'm not sure how you guys felt about this, but I think it looks like that the Kushan warriors are a bit deranged right now. It looks like they're being manipulated. Is this because they're under some sort of spell right now? Is this Griffith's doing? Is this someone else's doing? It's just hard to tell. The Kushans then make their advance as we see that Farnese is trying to protect Shirka. Now as the Kushans make their way to Guts, they notice that he's lying on the ground. And the chapter ends with, "Trapped, both body and soul, what fate awaits the party?" So just when it looks like things have reached their absolute low, they get much worse. They lost Casca, they lost Elfhelm, now the Kushans are attacking them. Guts is still paralyzed with fear. His physical and emotional states are beyond repair at this point, and it's just a really bad situation, guys. So yeah, very exciting chapter. Really like this one. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the flip side.